just wanted to do a little stream, highlighting some of my favorite builds. I know some of them aren't min-maxed and some of them aren't the best. This is how I like to play them. Oh yeah, can't do that because I'm in combat. I'll start off with my skills build. My skills build's an old skills build. Still works, probably not the best damage, but going with the harmony and the mechanical animal. Harmony obviously for that perfectly in sync, mechanical animal for that future perfection. 3-piece hardwires to get that skill damage and that skill haste. You don't really need the skill haste for drilling turret or droning turret, but yeah, going with that. And I'm throwing in I've got a skill haste mod in there because there's not really much else. I could throw some protection from elites or something like that. And then I go with a 1-piece wyvern with kinetic momentum, obviously skill damage. And then the 2-piece Hannah U, going with the force multiplier to get that perfect combined arms. It's pretty good. 3 seconds, keep shooting, get some more damage. Obviously the Hannah U gets you that skill damage 2-piece. And Hannah U gloves with skill damage. Pretty simple. Drone or turret. I don't know why it's missing a slot. Obviously turret, and you look down here. Oh, I gotta look at it this way. Obviously 120% damage. It's doing 128. Again, not really high compared to some of the builds you see now. Is this one missing? It's missing its stuff too. So let me just show you. Obviously, name. Just leave this at 15. 6,000. Again, this is old, not doing as damage as some are today. Yeah, simple skill build, easy one to do, easy one to make. My next one here, I have a healer. It's kind of hard to show this one, but basically, obviously running the technician. Again, I'm running mechanical animal and harmony. And this one here, I'm running 4-piece future initiative. Obviously, repair skill, skill haste, skill duration, and ground control. Increase you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 15% when at full armor. I hide in cover, just keep healing people. And when you repair an ally, you and all allies within 5 meters are also repaired for 6% of that amount. So obviously, 4-piece future initiative, and everything to repair skills. It's just a straight up healer. You can see I haven't been lucky enough to do the raids, but so I don't have the chest or the backpack, but still works. Again, this is an old healing build.
Incoming backup request.
So yeah, 4-piece future initiative. I'm wearing an Alps with empathic. Yeah, that talent. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage. So I'm helping them out as well. I would have liked to have gotten this a little bit better, obviously. Critical hit chance isn't really helping me much. Repair skills, I'd like to be a lot higher, but this is the best one I've had. And Murakami to get that skill duration, and obviously putting in repair skills, and then this one here is running protector. Again, I'd obviously like a better talent, but again, that's the best one I had. And then I'm basically running that Restorer Hive, which is healing for 434,000, 24 repair charges, 120% healing, so pretty good. And I'm running the Reinforcer again. Shoot this at any of your teammates when they're getting low, and it brings them right back up. So again, like I said, this one here is not going to do a lot of damage. 9 crits on that guy. I love that one. I don't know. I played a lot of the skill. As you can see, the first 2 builds I put together were a skill and a healer. The skill builds good for anything, and then healer builds kind of if you need to have a healer. Let me go back out here. I'll go to my next one. I've got, it's my sniper. I like it. I enjoy it. There's probably way better sniper builds out there. I like playing with the Mantis. It's fun. 817,000 damage. With that talent in plain sight, your scope view displays additional information. Headshot weak point damage against enemies not targeting you are amplified, and headshot kills reset the cooldown of the decoy. So obviously you're going to run a decoy with this, and I like to run a pulse. As my backup, I've got the test subject with Perfectly in Sync. Playing around with this, I enjoy it. It's pretty good. So on this build, I kind of went with, obviously, headshot damage, critical hit damage, critical hit chance. It's again, 3-piece Providence. It's getting you that headshot, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and then I just try to get as much critical hit chance and damage on here as possible. Again, I probably should be going with headshot damage, but yeah. Went with Vigilance, increased total weapon damage for 25%. I shouldn't be taking much damage because I'm using the decoy, so it's pretty good. And I'm using Chain Killer, obviously, for that perfect headhunter. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 150 cents. 50% of that killing blows damage, so it's a fun talent. And you also get that benefit of weapon damage, 5%. And then I'm wearing an Araldi's just for that marksman rifle damage. And then, obviously, Fox's Prayer, damage to target or cover. So, let's show you a quick stats. Obviously, I've got 60% critical hit chance, 130 critical hit damage, 189. Now, this is really low to some snipers that are out there. Again, I could do better. I just haven't done anything with it lately. The Mantis, pretty steady, like 7 million, 18 million, 18. It's pretty fun build. And even the assault rifle. Go through. The only thing is, obviously, being a sniper, I have really shitty armor. My armor's so low, I get tapped pretty quick. But again, fun build to play with. And I think I ran all critical hit. No, I've got critical hit chance there to get me up, critical hit damage, and headshot damage. Again, I enjoy playing this one. I'm not the greatest, obviously. I'm on console, and my aim's usually pretty terrible. But let's see, we'll kill them with a headshot, and then we'll shoot this guy in the body. One shot. Yeah, it's a fun little build. Next one, I don't know. I named this one Best. This is one of the first builds I had done, and it was my, again, at one point it was my raid build, and then I played around with it. just to make it a high damage. As you can see, I'm running the Coyotes, and basically it gives me that 25% critical hit damage at 15 meters. 15 to 20 is 10 critical hit damage, and this one here helps your allies as well, which is a good, again, a good piece all around. On this build, I went with critical hit chance and critical hit damage everywhere I could. Again, another 3-piece Providence. This build here, I'm running with Intimidate. Increases my weapon damage by 35%, and Vigilance. I like that Vigilance. And then I paired this up with a Grupo Sombra, get some more critical hit damage, and Fox's Knees. Again, damage to target out of cover. So this one here hits pretty good as well. Crits. Baker's should have showed the guns. Running a Police M4 within sync. Again, that magazine size I would have liked to have 2 armor damage, but again, best one I've got because I wanted to roll that in sync on it. And my Baker's dozen, one of my favorite guns. Obviously, I'd like to have something different than swap speed, but me being a total goofball aiming, magazine capacity is increased by 30%. Missed shots from cover have a 100% chance to return the magazine, so that helps me on my Baker's dozen. But yeah, this one here, as you can see, 53% critical hit, 176 critical hit damage. Again, I am pretty... Let's see if I show you. Yeah, my armor's pretty bad. So again, I get hit. But those ones that I kept around. Get into... Obviously everyone has a Foundries. This is a straight up tank build. You're basically using that Foundry set. Oh, see, this one's so old and I haven't used it in a long time. I've still got that Eclipse Protocol, which I don't need to have there anymore. Obviously, I could run a Memento. Well, I can't because this guy's got, yeah, he's already got Ridgeways. But I could run some armor, Bellstone Armory to get some armor regen. Also with Galvanize and Versatile. Galvanize is actually really good for your teammates, so when you apply a blind, instant, or confuse or shock, your enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to allies, so it's really good. That'd be a decent backpack to go with. I've got applying a status effect. I don't remember if this one has a bleeding edge, shooting at enemies within. Yes, so you could actually go with a Golan set here. Where is that Golan? Anarchists. So this one here, Perfectly Wicked, applying a status effect, increases total weapon damage by 18%. So this is actually a decent... Do I have a better one? No, it's got status effects. Higher status effects, yeah. Let's throw that on. So, oh yeah, let's show you the guns. The guns I've got in here. I've got the Mop running around with a shotgun. Pretty good. And my Baker's dozen, so... Basically, you're going to be using your Liberty, but let's see. 357. 543. Again, I'm basically running this build just to stay alive and be a tank for my teammates. And it works really well. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I'm putting this, and again, I don't know if this still works. I believe it does. But I'm running that Artificer Hive on. And yeah, periodically releases a drone while holstered. This drone affects only your skills. So it just helps my shield running that Artificer. So I haven't played this in a long time. Obviously that's why I still had Eclipse Protocol on there. These top ones I don't run quite much. This is one of my favorites for running DZ landmarks. It's not going to be a PvP build per se. It could be if you were really good, but I'm horrible. But it is a great landmark build. Just clearing landmarks. So when there was at one point there was a glitch, or I don't know if you want to call it a glitch, I think they fixed it, but you can go into the DZ and put it to legendary, put all the directives on, and then go into the DZ, and then any landmark you cleared, you'd get double, or almost double the normal experience. So it allowed you to clear your battle pass quickly. Yeah, this is a great one. I run it with, I'll show you. It's basically, obviously, Lady Death, one of the best exotics you can get out there, and very powerful if you know how to use it. I don't, especially in PvP, but in PvE it's great. Run around, you basically run around and keep moving, you get stacks, and each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying your damage by 75%. Kills grant 20% movement speed, which is great running to landmark. It's a really good one for just taking out landmarks. And then my backup was just my Vector. I don't typically show my pistols because I don't ever really use them. So basically running a 4-piece Hunter's Fury, and basically get that SMG damage, armor on kill, health on kill, which are always great, and then Apex Predator. Enemies within 50 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them. So you're obviously running up, blasting away, and then running to your next one. So this just keeps stacking. I've got critical hit damage on basically everything. So, and then obviously running the Memento just to get that kill confirmed, and every trophy you pick up adds bonus stacks. So it's a great one for this. And then getting some SMG damage with a Circle of Concern and Obliterate. Critical hits. You're hitting critical hits all the time, so this just increases your weapon damage. So it is fun. I want to show you, like I said, this is a great build for running landmarks. So what I usually run, I run in, get where they are, nail them with my pulse, and they'll just start firing. And like you'll take a little bit of damage, but this just smashes. Gotta make sure you're moving. As you can see, my aim is horrible. Yeah, I'll run in, smash, and then just start. So it's a fun little build. I'll show you the stats. Like I said, it's my favorite build to go in to just run the DZ and then get ganked by robes. But critical hit chance, it's a little better than that. Maybe I've taken some mods off. Again, it's so fast, and with the skills you're running, it just burns through enemies. Did I take the mods off of these? No, critical damage. Critical damage. Critical damage, yeah. Yeah, it's a fun little one. Again, none of my builds are perfect, but I just want to give you an idea of the ones I'm using. This one's new. I haven't really played this one. I tried to build a PvP build. Running the Firestarter, obviously, for that awesome shield. And a Vector, again. This one's running the Scorpio. My thoughts were basically hit him with a Scorpio, and just blast them away. Contractor's gloves, Fox's knees, because that's what I see everyone use. I've got a Cheska on there for some more critical hit chance. I'm using my Perfect Adrenaline Rush and Obliterate, critical hit chance. So I think this one has a 53%. It's got, again, it's fun. It's basically understanding and trying to get some big hits. Problem is, when I tried this, and destroyed. I have next to no armor, so they'll blow through that shield and then blow through my armor so quick. So Again, PvP is not my strong point. PvE, I do a lot of. Sorry, I needed a drink of coffee. So you can see, yeah, 53%, 154% critical hit damage. Basically, again, coming in, get some big hits. That's what I was hoping for. But, yeah. I haven't used that one much. Thought I'd try to put it together and see how it worked. And, again, I am bad at PvP. Okay, so this is one of my absolute favorite builds, and you can run it through anything: legendary summit, legendary missions, any of the legendary stuff. It is great team build. It is not huge damage, but I can pick up entire teams. I am giving my teammates extra armor. This shouldn't be on here. I run this with the hive so that I can, if I do go down, I can pick myself back up or pick others up. I'll show you the stats. Like it's not a damage dealer, obviously. Critical hit chance, critical hit damage is low. But what I am out there for is to take a lot of damage and to help a lot of my team out. So, like I said, this is one of my favorite builds, and I use it for a lot. Obviously, running the Scorpio, and again, running that test subject. I like that as a backup. 4-piece True Patriots, all rolled to armor, and then protection from elites, and armor regen. So you're going for armor regen, and protection from elites. So I'm doing that 4-piece True Patriot, gets my ammo capacity up on my shotgun. Then the magazine size up. That's what I meant. The magazine size gets I think it up to 9 on the Scorpio, which is good. And then 4 pieces, you get that red, white, and blue. I think white doesn't do anything for everyone else, it's just for you. But the red and white are great. Amplifies the enemy's damage taken, and the blue decreases the enemy's damage dealt. So those help your entire team out. So really good. And then what I do is I run a Bellstone to get some more armor regen. I'd like to get that weapon handling off of here, but this one had hazard protection and a high decent armor. And then I wanted to put on Galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to allies. So basically, I run in, hit them with the shotgun, get one of those status effects on them, and my teammates get 40% of my armor as bonus armor. As you can see, I got 1.9 million armor. So that's a big chunk of armor that are going to my teammates. Combine that with the point man named Gilligard, and you're grabbing the perfect Vanguard. So every time I deploy a shield, makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all others. So again, I'm adding more armor to my teammates. This is great. I'll run in, and a lot of times I'll be running this, and everyone goes down. And I'll run in, I'll pick one up, throw the shield, deploy the shield, take it off, and then run to the next one. So that first guy's got armor. Then you run to another one, pick them up, throw your shield up, knock it off, then they've got armor again. Like it is a great, it's not a damage dealing tank, but it is a great team tank. And I love running this build. I don't know, I gotta put these back on. And my duration. And I don't know why my shield, I gotta save this. I'm running shield health on both of those mod slots. Let me just save this. So yeah, like I said, I'm running that Crusader shield, and oh yeah, my running the survivalist, which helps as well because that gives you, and I can't remember, it's another one that helps your teammate. One of the few builds I do run survivalist. You're basically getting that 10% increased protection from elites. This is another one that helps. Every time you run a med kit, it helps everyone else out. Increased outgoing healing is not really doing nothing with this one. I get the Incendiary Grenade, which is great. There's another one. I'm not running that, but group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. So again, I'm giving them more damage by shooting them with the Scorpio. I don't go in cover. I don't know if that, no, that doesn't really matter. And then obviously you got to run shotgun damage. But yeah, it's I gotta say it's probably my favorite build to run. I like giving all my, especially when you get into groups that are, you know, not as tanky but do a ton of damage. This thing works great. Not only the True Patriot, but all those other aspects that you're giving extra damage to status affected enemies. It's a great build. One of my favorites. And then I got some down here. I'm running a Demolitionist. I did do a video on this one. Basically running the Seeker Mines and the Artillery Turret. As you can see, I'm doing the two-piece, Hannah Yun two-piece Empress. So I'm running the two-piece Empress for that skill damage. And perfectly calculated. So get into cover and reduces any skill cooldown. So this helps to reduce your Seekers so you can get your Seekers out faster. I'm running a Wyvern, obviously get that skill damage, and skilled. Skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill. So basically, you throw your Seekers, get your turret up, you fire your turret, you kill somebody, and you get a chance to get those Seekers back right away. So basically, that's what I was trying to go for, is to get the Seekers back up as quick as possible, and then keep firing that artillery. And then obviously, two-piece Hannah Yun for that skill damage. And then I am running the Waveform. Generates a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second, capped at 10. So it's basically just adding extra damage to either of the skills over time. So, yeah, it's fun. It just, I don't know, I like to run it. It's just, it doesn't seem, I don't know. I did a lot of, when the game first came out, I did a lot of Seeker Mine builds. I love Seeker Mines, and then, you know, it gets old. And that's what this is. I wanted to put one together just to see what I could do, but I don't know. I haven't, it's okay to play with. Yeah, guns, capacitor. Everyone knows what the capacitor can do. Shooting enemies, build stacks. And you can see there. Again, this one here, I didn't go with the Technician. I went with the Demolitionist to get that extra explosive damage. So, my second gun, I don't really use against the Mop. So yeah, that's one little build. I haven't played around with it a lot. These are just trials.
Agent in need of backup.
I'll show you that one in a second. Yeah. Show you this little backfire build. I'm still working on this one. I'm trying to get more armor and bleed resistance. I want to get these bleed resistant mods up as high as possible. I don't think I have the greatest ones. I only have 2, I think. Yeah, I need to get some more bleed resistant mods. Basically what I'm trying to do is, well, let me show you. The backfire, if anybody doesn't know, has this talent. Payment gun. Daily damage to enemies adds a stack of 1% critical hit damage up to 200 stacks, lasting 10 seconds. On reload, apply a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals 0.5% armor damage per stack. So basically what I was trying to do is make a build that this gun hurts you when you reload. So I was trying to make enough bleed resistance and hazard protection so that it wouldn't affect me on reload. Problem I'm running into, and I'm still playing around with this, problem I'm running into is I've got very low armor, very low health, and I don't have enough bleed resistance. So I am running Vigilance and Obliterate, I believe. Yes. and then Contractors, Fox's Knees, and then 2-piece chest guy to get that hazard protection. That's what I was trying to do, and I was trying to put bleed resistance. Yeah, I have a lot to do with this one. I'll show you. I think it'll be fun once I get it figured out. Oh, shit. So it goes through pretty good. Like, you expect 5 minutes damage per second. Now I start getting the bleed. If I had better bleed resist. See, it hits like a tank. But I really need to get that bleed resist up to make it a viable build. Doesn't hit as hard, but it's still pretty good. Like, that's 5.8 million DPS when I start bleeding. Yeah, I think it'll be a fun build. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Let's see. I was going around, I was playing around with this one here. This is, I believe, is my, yeah. So, I was playing around with the high RPM build. So I was trying to get the most RPM I could. So I went with a 3-piece striker. Give you that rate of fire. And then obviously obliterate, because I'm using a machine gun. Obliterate, and I'm using 2 Sokolovs. Get crit hit damage and SMD damage. And then I threw on Perfect Clutch. So if you're below 20% armor, critical hits repair 2.5 missing armor, kills ally to repair up to 100% armor. So basically a return, high rate of fire, so you're going to get a lot of critical hits, which should repair your armor. It's fun watching how fast it hits. Like, you can do 5.3 million. Again, use that to hit hits. Hit you fast. And if I need that, smaller TV. But yeah, basically it even gets your shot rate of fire up. Just playing with a high rate of fire clutch, and it's playing around with stuff. What else do I got? Oh. Bleed SMG. I'm trying to remember what this is. I think I was playing around with that. Oh, I was going for Sadist and a high amount of bleed. So running that vector again with Sadist. Hunter's Fury, obviously to get that SMG damage, armor on kill to help me stay alive. I'm running 1.5 million. And that Apex Predator. And then I was going with the Ridgeway's Pride for that bleeding edge. Shooting enemies within 15 meter applies bleed. So I was going for a kind of like a status effect bleed build. I got going there. Perfectly wicked. Applying a status effect increases weapon damage. So playing around with this one again. Those critical hits aren't not bad. Can go through enemies quick. Mercedes. And I think I threw on this whole rifle that I threw on. Police M4. Custom P416. Just to, because I run out of, again, I shoot horrible, so I run out of SMG ammo, and then I got to flip to something else. Again, it's a neat little build. I've been playing around with that. I haven't done a lot with this one. Let's see. I just want to see. You can see that bleed hitting for 35. slowly going through that health. Yeah. I'll just fill up ammo. And this was a True Patriot build I was looking at. It's kind of built off the other one, but this one's more so kind of solo for myself only, not my team variant. Basically, the only difference is I went with opportunistic backpack, Badger Tough. Give me some shotgun damage. This one actually is to increase the damage that my shotgun does compared to the other one. I played it a bit, and again, I like it, but I really like that the team one. Opportunistic, enemies you hit with shotguns and marksman rifles amplify the damage they take by 10% from all sources. So this actually does help a little bit with your teammates. And then I run a tardigrade. So this it does help, but it also helps me as well. Like when you or any of your allies' armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor as bonus armor. But what this allowed me to do is throw on some critical hit damage, more critical hit damage, and make myself a little stronger. I can't remember. I should have kept that on there before, but this one hits a lot harder. Than the other one, the other build, True Patriot build, because like I said, the other True Patriot build was made more so for protecting my teammates. Hey pup, what you doing? Yeah, you lay down. And I just back up. Case. But basically, I'm gaining that True Patriot buff for myself, and then run around with the Ridgeways, the Tardigrade, and the Opportunistic. So, again, just playing along on that True Patriot shield build. Lots of armor. And I think that was it, because the rest of these... Oh, this was a... What was this one? Just going after a... Oh, this is a new build. This is a focus build. I've been using this one to grind through Legendary Level 10. Legendary Level 10 Summit. So I got myself to level 10 on the summit. And basically, I run in, kill the boss that's on that level, hope for a bighorn, and reset the level. But this is a build that helps me do that quick. Basically, I went with tons of critical hit damage. Not tons, but quite a bit. Got my critical hit damage and headshot damage up. And then I run the boomerang. Come on up, pup. Come on, up. Come get your fox. There you go. Running an M1A. I wanted an actual M1A, but this is the best M1A CQB I got. I probably got a better rifle I could throw on here that'll give me more damage, but it's got boomerang, again, because I'm horrible. If bullet is returned to the magazine, the next shot has 40% increased damage. So, and then just back up, I run my custom P416 with Sadist. Basically, 3-piece Providence with Vigilance, because I'm sitting way back, and Perfect Focus. Increase total weapon damage by 6% every second you are aiming, while scoped 8 times or higher. You need an 8 times magnification scope, but still. And then, just to help with that damaged armor and damaged out of cover, you're running Foxes and Contractor's Gloves. And then that Araldi for that marksman rifle. So, let me show you. Do I have the right one on? Yeah. So it's that 8 times scope. Kind of see. I don't even saw what that said. 600. 2.6. hitting close to half a million bullet critical hits. So it hits hard, and can kill quickly. Basically, I'll run in, put that on with my shield, scope in, hold her down, wait for the enemies to start coming, and blast them right out with that, or wait for them to come in. One thing I didn't do is I didn't touch this scope. Yeah, I've still got it at 3.4. I throw that 8 times. Yeah, not the 12 times. Still, I am using this build strictly to farm that bighorn. So, yeah, again, I know this... I just wanted to run a little stream just to kind of go over some of the builds I'm playing. And again, you probably got way better builds than these, but maybe they gave you some ideas. Hopefully they did. Yeah, enjoy your New Year's. Just wanted to go through some of those builds, and like I said, hopefully they help somebody out. And I know they're not the greatest top tier meta, but I enjoy them. Especially that, like I said, that I like my sniper, even though it's not the best. That DZ Landmark build is great, and this tank TP is my absolute favorite. It goes in, it helps teams so much. Absolutely love running that one. So, thanks a lot, and we'll take it easy.